Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. For today, I have a couple of suggestions to get you ready for February, romance season. I have 3 books that I have read that is in towards the either rom-com or romance genre, and then I have 3 books that I haven't read yet, but I am kind of looking forward to reading maybe during February. And yeah, as always, if you have any suggestions after seeing this, let me know what you guys are going to read. And yeah, let's get on to the first book. So the first book I have for you is one that blew up on the internet last year, and that is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I feel like everyone and their mother had read Book Lovers, and it did not disappoint. So we follow Nora, and Nora works in the publishing industry, and many consider her very cutthroat. We kind of find in the beginning she has this little tiff with another publisher named Charlie. When Nora's sister suggests that they visit this small town called Sunshine Falls, a place that is based on a book that Nora is helping to publish, she finds that Charlie is also there in Sunshine Falls. So as you can imagine, in this book, it's kind of enemies to lovers. They kind of quickly find out that they're more alike than they think. And it's just cute. It's everything you would want in a rom-com. You got some serious parts, you got some funny parts, it's so cool. I hope they turn this into a movie, because I think this would be a really good movie. Kind of like Gilmore Girls meets, is it You Got Mail? No. Is it You Got Mail? One where Meg Ryan is a bookstore owner? I could be thinking of something completely different, but Emily Henry is really good. This is the only book I've read from Emily Henry. I do own 2 other ones. And there's another book coming out pretty soon, I think in the next couple months. And I've really heard, just nothing but good things from all of her books. So I'm pretty sure you pick up an Emily Henry and you just can't go wrong. Next on the list is my all-time favorite rom-com book ever. If you were to ask me a suggestion on a really good rom-com, it would be this book. The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I never laughed so hard in a book and was so invested in a rom-com before than this book. We follow Olive, and Olive's twin sister is getting married, and her sister's husband, or soon to be husband, she can't stand the best man. So they've had to kind of work together, the best man, and then Olive being the maid of honor. Is it maid of honor? Matron of honor? Maid of honor. Wedding words. At the wedding, everyone but Olive and Ethan, the best man, gets sick. So when it's presented to them that there's this all expense paid, can't be returned trip to Maui, Ethan and Olive have no choice but to go on this trip together. So it's hysterical. The 2 of them that are at odds with each other, just don't like each other, have to go on this trip. And I mean, as you can guess, they slowly fall in love and they live happily ever after at the end. But it was so funny. It's another book I wish they would make a movie out of, because this would be hysterical. So another great one to pick up. And yeah, Christina Lauren, they write some really good books, but this is the best one, in my opinion. Moving on from romantic comedies, I decided to add a little saucy one in here because, maybe sweet, innocent rom-coms aren't for you, and you're all about the saucy stuff. I have added this book to the list. A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. Now, this is a very smutty read, but the reason I love it so much, not so much for the smexy scenes, which there are some really good smexy scenes, it's because this is actually a Hades and Persephone retelling, which, if you know anything about Hades and Persephone, in my opinion, it's probably one of the most wonderful romances in Greek mythology, I guess. I don't know. I really like the story of Hades and Persephone. So we follow a more modern take of that story. Of course, we follow Persephone, the goddess of spring, and then Hades, the god of the underworld. Persephone finds herself in a contract with Hades, and the one rule Hades has is that she has to be able to create life in the underworld. Now, that'd be great as goddess of the spring. However, in this tale, she does nothing but kill plants. So she touches them and then she kills it. So we kind of find Persephone as she's trying to find herself, she's trying to find her powers, and I mean, you know they're gonna fall in love, and there's some smexy times, and who doesn't like a version of Hades as a gambling, fantastic image of a man? Anyways. So this is a really good one if you like that type of retelling. And yeah, it's just a really cool new spin on the tale. Guys, I have a really hard time talking about romances. I don't know what it is. I enjoy them. I have a hard time talking about them. Give me a thriller and I will talk about a thriller forever. But so I'm sorry if this is jumbled. But we're going to move on to some books that I wish to get to pretty soon. I think they're all pretty much rom-coms, which is the direction I'd like to head into going into February. So yeah, the first book is one I have seen all over BookTube, and I've had it sitting here, and I mean, Christina Lauren blurbed this, if that tells you anything. And that is The Dead Romantics by Ashley, oh, there's a Target sticker, Ashley Poston. I had to read the spine. It's gotta be good because this is a GMA book club pick. Allie Hazelwood blurbs it. And yeah, I'm gonna read the back, and that's how I'm going to tell you what it's about. Florence Day is the ghostwriter for one of the most prolific romance authors in the industry, and she has a problem. After a terrible breakup, she no longer believes in love. It's as good as dead. When her new editor, a too handsome mountain of a man, won't give her an extension on her book deadline, Florence prepares to kiss her career goodbye. But then she gets a phone call she never wanted to receive, and she must return home for the first time in a decade to help her family bury her beloved father. For 10 years, she's run from the town that never understood her, and even though she misses the sound of a warm southern night and her eccentric, loving family and their funeral parlor, she can't bring herself to stay. Her father's gone, yet everything else feels the same, and she hates it. Until she finds a ghost standing at the funeral parlor's front door, just as broad and infuriatingly handsome as ever, and she's just as confused about why he's there as she is. Romance is most certainly dead, but so is her new editor, and his unfinished business will have her second-guessing everything she's ever known about love stories. So it seems really like it's gonna be funny, too, at the same time, and I'm just, like, that's so weird. She's gonna fall in love with the ghost, right? Don't we all just want to fall in love with ghosts? Just me? Okay. But yeah, I think this will be funny. I was kind of, when I got the book, I was kind of toying with the idea of, do you wear it? Do you read it during spooky season, or do you read it during, like, Valentine's? How would you guys prefer to read it? Let me know in the comments down below. Next is one that is romance, but I think cozy mystery at the same time, and that is My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. And it says, it was supposed to be a relaxing vacation in sweet, sunny Cape Cod, just me and my beloved brother, but discovering a corpse in our rental house really throws a wrench into our training schedule. Now a rude, crude bounty hunter has arrived on the back of his motorcycle to catch the killer and refuses to believe I can be helpful, despite countless hours of true crime podcast listening, not to mention a fulfilling teaching career of wrangling second graders. A brash bounty hunter and energetic elementary school teacher, the murder-solving team no one asked for, but thanks to these pesky attempts on my life, we're stuck together, come hell or high water. Yeah, I would say romance and a little bit of cozy mystery, because obviously the girl's going to turn into this kind of amateur sleuth, and then you have, your police officer in there. So yeah, another one I'm really excited to read. And it's under 300 pages, so a quick one to read if you're looking for just a small romance. The next one I have is actually an arc. It won't be out till May, but if you're one that likes to read romance novels in the summertime, I thought I'd throw this in here so that you guys can maybe hear more about it and be prepared for it. I actually won this book on Goodreads, which is great. I love it. And that is 7 Rules for Breaking Hearts by Kristen J. Miller. And just the concept of it is what made me want to enter into the competition. The rules are simple, unless it's your love life that's on the line. Perpetually single podcaster Margot Anderson knows a thing or two about laying down the rules for hooking up without catching feelings. But when a sponsor offers to host an all-expense-paid wedding on Catalina Island for Margot's friend and podcasting partner, she has the internet to answer to. In a scrambling for content to appease her disappointed listeners, Margot cooks up a special experiment. Break all her own dating rules just to prove to everyone that it's a bad idea. The best man for the job? Duncan Walsh. He may be easy on the eyes, but he's as smug and annoying as he was in high school. There's no chance Margot will ever catch feelings for him. Until she does. Can Margot live up to her social media status as queen of calling it quits? Or will love put her in a new direction? So yeah, I think that's really funny. It'll be funny. Just something I can tell you exactly. Oh, it says right here, 5/16/2023. So May 16th is when this will be out. I will hopefully have read it by then. I plan on reading it by then. That way I can let you guys know to pick it up when it comes out. So that is all the recommendations I have for you. Of course, there are some old school romances you can read, if you want to pick up some 50 Shades, You do you, boo. You do you. I am currently reading, as I'm filming this, I am reading E.L. James' The Mister, which is, it's creepily weird. Like, kind of creepy. If you've read it, But yeah, these are the romance books. 3 of them that I've read and 3 of them that I'd like to get to. Let me know in the comments down below what you are reading. If you haven't already, subscribe, become a member of this family where we talk all things bookish, and I will see you all soon. Hopefully with an unplugged. It hasn't come in yet. Unplugged. And I'll see you all real soon in my next video. Bye!